Dear students, today we are going to discuss about Doppler broadening. Doppler effect occurs when a source and an observer are in relative motion. The frequency as measured by the observer increases if the source and observer approach each other and decreases when they move away from each other. In a gas, atoms move randomly, and when a moving atom interacts with electromagnetic radiation, the apparent frequency of the wave is different from that observed from a stationary atom. This means that the observer would measure a range of frequencies, and this implies that the spectral line is broadened. Such broadening of line shape caused by Doppler effect is called Doppler broadening. And to get g omega for Doppler broadening, we consider a radiation of frequency omega passing through a collection of atoms which have a resonant frequency omega 0 and which move randomly. Here, natural broadening and collision broadening are neglected. If an atom is to interact with the incident radiation, it is necessary that the apparent frequency seen by the atom in its frame of reference must be omega 0. Suppose that the radiation is propagating along z direction. Then the apparent frequency observed by the atom having z component of velocity Vz will be omega bar equals omega into 1 minus Vz by C. Omega bar is the apparent frequency of radiation, and omega is the actual frequency of a radiation. Thus, for a strong interaction, the frequency of the incident radiation omega bar equals omega 0. Omega 0 equals omega into 1 minus Vz by C, or omega equals omega 0 by 1 minus Vz by C. Or we can write omega equals omega 0 into 1 minus Vz by C raised to minus 1. That is nearly equal to omega 0 into 1 plus Vz by C. Here Vz is very much less than C. Thus the effect of motion is to change the resonant frequency of the atom. The probability that an atom has a z component of velocity lying between Vz and Vz plus dVz is given by Maxwell distribution. That is P Vz dVz equals m by 2 pi k bt raised to 1 by 2 exponential minus m Vz square by 2 kbt dVz, where m is the mass of the atom, T is the absolute temperature of the gas. The probability g omega d omega that the transition frequency lies between omega and omega plus d omega is equal to the probability that the z component of the velocity of the atom lies between Vz and Vz plus dVz. But Vz is given by Vz equals omega minus omega 0 by omega 0 into C. Thus dVz equals C by omega 0 into d omega. Substituting the values of Vz and dVz in the above equation, we get Pvz dVz equals g omega d omega, which is equal to m by 2 pi kbt raised to 1 by 2 exponential minus m by 2 kbt omega minus omega 0 square c square by omega 0 square into c by omega 0 d omega. That is d omega equals c by omega 0 into m by 2 pi kBt raised to 1 by 2 exponential minus mc square by 2 kBt omega minus omega 0 the whole square by omega 0 square d omega. This corresponds to a Gaussian distribution where the line shape function is peaked at omega 0. It is shown in this graph. Here the line shape function is peaked at omega 0. The full width at half maximum curve is shown in the second figure. Full width at half maximum is given by delta omega d equals to omega 0 into 2 kBt by mc square ln2 raised to 1 by 2. G omega d omega will be maximum at omega equals omega 0. In that case, g omega d omega equals c by omega 0 m by 2 pi kBt raised to 1 by 2 exponential 0. Or g omega d omega equals c by omega 0 into m by 2 pi kBt raised to 1 by 2. This is the maximum value of g omega d omega. Then the half maximum value of g omega d omega is g omega d omega equals c by omega 0 m by 2 pi kBt raised to 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. Exponential minus mc square by 2 kBt omega minus omega 0 the whole square by omega 0 square equals 1 by 2. Or e raised to mc square by 2 kBt omega minus omega 0 square by omega 0 square equals 2. Or we can write mc square by 2 kBt omega minus omega 0 square by omega 0 square equals log 2. Or we can write it as omega minus omega 0 square by omega 0 square equals 2 kBt by mc square log 2. Or we can write omega minus omega 0 square equals omega 0 square 2 kBt by mc square log 2. Or we can write omega minus omega 0 equals omega 0 into 2 kBt by mc square log 2 into raised to 1 by 2. But omega minus omega 0 is the half width. But full width equals 2 into omega minus omega 0, which is equal to delta omega d. Or we can write, or delta omega d equals to omega 0 2 kBt by mc square log 2 raised to 1 by 2. Or we can write g omega d omega equals c by omega 0 m by 2 pi kBt raised to 1 by 2 exponential minus mc square by 2 kBt omega minus omega 0 the whole square by omega 0 square into d omega. Let this be equation number 2. Or we can write delta omega d by 2 omega 0 the whole square equals 2 kBt by mc square log 2. Or we can write 2 kBt by mc square equals delta omega d the whole square by 2 omega 0 the whole square log 2. From the above equation we can write mc square by 2 kBt equals 4 omega 0 square ln 2 by delta omega d the whole square. And for the simplification we can write m by 2 kBt equals 4 omega 0 square ln 2 by delta omega d the whole square c square. Dividing throughout by pi, we get m by 2 pi kBt equals 4 omega 0 square ln 2 by delta omega d the whole square c square pi. Let this be equation number 4. 3. Substituting the values of 4 and 3 in equation 2, we get g omega d omega equals c by omega 0 4 omega 0 square ln 2 by delta omega d the whole square c square pi raised to 1 by 2 exponential minus 4 omega 0 square ln 2 by delta omega d the whole square into omega minus omega 0 square by omega 0 square. Or we can write d omega equals c by omega 0 into 2 omega 0 by delta omega d into c ln 2 by pi raised to 1 by 2 exponential minus 4 log 2 omega minus omega 0 square by delta omega d the whole square into d omega. We can write d omega equals 2 by delta omega d log 2 by pi raised to 1 by 2 exponential minus 4 log 2 omega minus omega 0 the whole square by delta omega d the whole square d omega. And in all these description of different broadening mechanisms, we have considered a single broadening mechanism at a time. In general, all the broadening mechanisms will be present simultaneously, and the resultant line shape function is to be evaluated by performing a convolution of the different line shape functions.